people. Today I've finally got around to doing the avocado nails that I had promised you a couple of sets ago. So that's what we're doing today. It had been a while since I had done anything for my fruity collection, so I figured I should get on that. And as I said, being that I'm a Cali gal, I'll get drummed out of the state if I do not include avocados in my fruit collection. Anyway, on we go. We're using a medium length coffin tip. And we got all Beetles polished today. The reason I did that, and the reason I was using the Beetles white instead of the white I normally use, is because I'm going to have to mix one of the colors, and I need it to be the same brand so I know they're going to be compatible. I have tried before mixing a different brand in with, two different brands together for mixing colors, and sometimes they just are not compatible, and you just end up with a big sloppy mess. But anyway, moving on, I have painted the ones that are white, going to be white. I paint the pinky is going to be the medium avocado color. And now I'm going to mix up the lightest one, as I didn't have one that was appropriate. So I'll be using the medium shade that we just used on the pinky. And I will be mixing that in with the white. Eventually. I was going to do this with pigment, those mica pigments that I have, but then this color would have then had a sheen to it, and I didn't want that. So, mixing the polish as we go. I used to be afraid to do this kind of stuff. If I didn't have the right color for something I wanted to do, I would just go out and find some and buy it. But, you could save a lot if you know how to just mix things. Just experiment, that's how I learned a lot of stuff, a lot of experimenting. Okay, I quickly learned that other brush is not going to do me any favors for this part, so I had to switch out to a different brush. And you can see this particular white is not as pigmented as the one I usually use, so you can see as I'm putting this on after it's been mixed how sheer it is now. So we will have to do a few coats of that. Okay, but this should be the end of the first coat, and I will go ahead and cure those, and like magic, I've mixed up some more, and we're back again. Coat number 2. I think I did 3 coats on these, if I recall. We're going to find out in a second here. Okay, moving on to the other ones on there. Going back over the pinky with coat number 2. And the white. The white looks nice when you get it on in a couple coats, but when it was mixed, it really went extra sheer. I don't really know why, but not that big of a deal. We just put an extra coat on, that's all. Okay, and those are going to be cured, and now we're back again. And this is coat number 3. I'm not doing 3 coats on the other nails, just on this lightest green color. And this one, and then we'll be ready to move on. The rest of them, as you guys know by now, I do off camera. Welcome new subscribers. I know I picked up a few recently. Greatly appreciate your subscribing, and I hope you're learning something from my videos. Okay, we're going to move on. This is a brown that I'm going to use for the avocado pit, which we would be only doing on the thumbnails. And now I'm going to be going back to the other brush. Okay, this is supposed to be a striping brush, but quite frankly, it wasn't the kind that I really wanted, so I'm probably going to have to get some new stripers, the real skinny long ones. Okay, I'm painting the X in the middle first, or the plus, I should say, to give me a guide to where I want the boundaries of this to be. That kind of helps to keep it on track a little bit. If you try to freehand, I mean, a lot of people can do the freehand, and I'm not one of them. I've tried that, and I always come out with weirdly lopsided stuff. So I now do it with the plus in the middle for any kind of roundy stuff. And we're just going to work this around. Now, in trying to get my edges of this nice and smooth and uniform, get those little like bits and bobs that are kind of sticking out. I was trying to go around and smooth those out. In the process of trying to smooth some of them out, I created new ones, so I had to keep going around and around, and so the pit ended up being a little bigger than I was planning on as I kept going around to fix things. It just kept growing. But we're just going to carry on anyway. In the end, it came out all right. It's an avocado pit, for Pete's sakes. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. It's not going to be perfectly symmetrical or round. I mean, you guys know what they look like. FYI, I was trying to grow avocado trees around here, but it's proving to be impossible. I had one that was looking very promising. By the time I finally got it into the ground, after a baby in it for a couple years, it promptly got black rot, and I couldn't save it, and it died. So that was a sad day for me, because I mean, that thing had been through hell and back. See, now I've got that little bumpy bit at the top that I need to smooth off. This is how it kept getting bigger and bigger. Also, I kind of evened out that brown, but in hindsight, I should have left it a little bit more on the swirly side, not so solidly colored in, because then it would have given it a little bit more dimension. That little bit at the top is what I'm trying to incorporate in there and have it look fairly decent without making it... Oh, now see, I just created another one on that side now. Oh, boy. And back we go again. Okay, I think I'm fairly happy. If I'll quit fooling around with it, it's probably good. Don't touch it anymore. Yet I keep doing it. Oh. Sometimes when I see myself doing this work, it just annoys me, because like, why are you going around there still? Just stop, it's fine. Okay, that's going to go in and get cured. Eventually, there we go. Okay, now, this is the darkest green, which I hadn't used yet. This is the color I'm using for the skin of the avocado. And it will be going around just the rim. So we're going to have a thin line all the way around this whole nail. And being that I didn't want to have to do 2 coats of this, I am gonna, once I get it on there, I will go over a bit to try to get it as solid as I can, so I don't have to do a second coat. And we're just going to outline it. This is not a big deal. Easy to do. Now I've left this in real time so you guys can see about, how long it takes. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys the time. It took me about an hour and a half to do this whole set. So there you are. Next time I'm going to be doing my own nails again, and I am going to try to tackle a set of dragon nails. I don't know how it's going to go. I kind of have something in mind, but things don't always seem to work the way I picture them, so I'm hoping it's going to come out good. We're planning on going to the Ren Fair coming up here in April, so I wanted to have dragon nails for that, so I will be attempting to do that. That'll be the next video coming up, so you might want to stay tuned for that. Could come out really cool, could end up being a disaster, we don't know. And I don't think I show on here this part, but you want to paint the free edge there too with this darker green. I may not show that part. I'm pretty sure I did them. And now it's starting to look like an avocado. And I'm just going to go over this a little bit more just to thicken it up a little. Now I don't want it too thick that it's going to wrinkle on me, but I want it opaque enough where I don't have to do another coat. And I'm just trying to smooth my lines out, and that one I just there made way worse. But I will fix that when I go around with the next color. Okay, that's going to go in and cure. In we go, and now this is the middle finger. We're going to do kind of sort of the same, but slightly different. I'm not going around the whole nail on this one. I'm just going to go around the top and like down maybe a third or so of the side length and taper off so it runs off the edge at a nice smooth tapered point there. This one is not supposed to look like an avocado. I'm just using the same colors to do a simple kind of stripy design on here. I didn't want to have all of them look the same, with all the bunch of avocado halves on there. See, I just wanted that line to kind of taper off as it goes down the edge. Now this one is going to get a little fatter than I wanted it. And I will have to do some cleanup on here, I think. See, now it's getting fatter because I screwed up and went out of got my line not smooth, so now we got to make it bigger to cover that up. If you really don't want it any bigger, you can just get the cleanup brush and clean off those little sticking out bits when there's stuff like that. This one wasn't that crucial of a thing, so I wasn't worried about it. It didn't want to stay up there on the very edge. It wanted to kind of bead away from there a little, but okay, I think we're ready. Are we? Nope, I'm going to fuss with it a little more. This is one of those things where it's like, all right, enough already. Oh, now see, now I just made it worse again. I think I was having a little bit of a shaky hand day when I was doing this. Like some days things just flow so smoothly and everything works out beautifully, and then there's other days where everything you touch has to fight with you and become a pain in the butt. All right, I think we're good. Are we good? Nope. Still gonna screw around here. I don't know what I'm trying to fix at this point because it looks all right to me from here. Okay, that went in for curing, and now we're moving on. Now this is the medium color again, And now we're going to go around here and do the exact same thing, but just inside of the skin line. This is going to be the little bit darker line that goes around the edge of the skin. So pretty much we're going to do the same exact thing. Now I will kind of use this color to neaten up anything on the darker green if there's any bits sticking out. Now while we want the things to be nice and the lines to be straight and all that, it's supposed to look like an avocado, which is not going to look perfect. It's going to have, you know, like wavy parts on it or little bits of stuff sticking out maybe. But so it's not like the end of the world if it's not perfectly smooth lines. However, my the perfectionist in me has got to try to straighten these things out as best I can. Also, you want to make sure that you're butting that one up against the dark green line all the way. 'Cause I did notice at one point on one of these I had left a little bit of a gap, and I did not like the way that was looking. So and once again, this is in real time, so you can see about how long it's going to take. And now we're out of shot. I'm just cleaning those up and darkening that up a little bit. You can't see it, but trust me, it's happening. And we need that little bit at the bottom. Okay. Are we done? Nope, we're not done. Just gonna fill this corner, round this corner out a little bit. All right, are we done now? Nope, we're still not done. It's gonna end up getting too thick of a line there if I keep playing with it. Oh boy. And I'm still going. Okay, I think we might be done now. Are we done? Are we done? Come on. Yes, we're done. Okay, that's going to go into cure. Now we're moving on to the middle finger. Now this one, we're not going to paint this line right up next to the dark one. We're gonna leave a gap, and then we're going to just kind of do the exact same thing as this one that we did with the dark green. And like I said before, this is not supposed to look like an avocado on this one. I'm just using the colors to do this little simple stripey bit. Theoretically, this should be easy, but once again, I'm going to complicate it by taking forever to get done with it. Some people can do these kind of stripey things like really quickly with they have the right nice brush, and they can brush control is good. They can just swoop right around there and you have this nice perfect little line. I have not mastered that yet at all. Although I have to say I think my lines are a lot better than they were a couple years ago. They were looking pretty raggedy then. And we're still going around. Okay, this might be the one that I got crazy with down the side edge and I had to get the cleanup brush for. And this one was a little on the sheer side too, and I wanted to get it to be more solid, so only one coat would be needed. Now see, the stripe down this side over here is too thick on parts of it. It needs to be tapered off more. And I'm going to continue to fiddle with it. Okay, now we're in here with the cleanup brush where I'm going to go in and try to get it to be tapered off a little better. At least have a smoother line. My poor cleanup brush, I need to do some trimming on there. Okay, we've cured those and are moving on. These are the stickers I used for this. I probably could have managed to paint little avocados like that, but you know, I have these, they're cute and they're quick and easy. Okay, this on the middle finger, I'm going to start off with the little heart one. I really like the ones with the hula hoops, but I didn't use those on this set. Okay, there's our little heart-healthy avocado guy in there. And on these, I'm going to start off with the full avocado at the top. However, in hindsight, I wished that I had put these that one in the middle and then did the others on the top and bottom, but oh well, is what it is now. I'm just going to go put 3 on here, and they're going to be kind of staggered down the nail. And come on. I think it was this one. Was it this one? One of these gave me a lot of problems. I just couldn't get a grip on it. And okay, moving on to the next one. This guy is going to get a double avocado at the top, like a whole and a half one. And then 2 other ones are going to go down the nail like I just did on the other one. And one more on there. Okay, what are we doing here? I don't know what I was doing there. Trying to figure out what I want to do. That's what I'm doing. Okay, that just leaves us with the pinky. And the pinky is just going to get one little guy right near the free edge down there, and that's it. That's all we're going to put on the pinky. Okay, I'll get the rest of them on, and then we're going to be moving on for top coating. There's where we are so far. Sheesh, I can't talk. Okay, now I'm leaving this top coat part in real time so I can explain to you why we're doing this. This is the tempered top coat, and I'm going to give them a decent layer of this on here. Now, if you guys have been with me and you remember my Winter Woods nails that I did for January, where I had layered a bunch of stickers, I was so proud of that set. Now, a few days, and then I matte topped them, okay? Went on my way. A few days later, after getting out of the shower and washing my hair, somehow water either got through the top coat or under it. I don't know how, but it got underneath there and under the stickers and managed to cause a lot of the stickers to bubble up, and then consequently they just peeled right off. Needless to say, I was not a happy camper when that happened. So what I'm doing from now on when I'm doing stickers is I'm going to go over them with a layer of the tempered top first. So I know they're going to be sealed in there really good, and there's nothing getting through this top because this is a hard gel. So that's what we're doing now. So I do not want to have any situations with the stickers doing that again. Luckily, it happened on my own nails and not nails I did for somebody. That would not have been good. So that is why we are doing it like this. Because I don't want the same thing to happen to you. So why, I don't know. Wait, we got a hair. The requisite hair for this set. I don't know what it is with the matte top coat. It's definitely a lot softer than, even if you use a regular no wipe top coat that's not tempered, even that one is a harder finish than the matte ones. Just don't have a hard finish to them, and they just I don't know, they seem to get scraped easy and different stuff happens. Plus you got to keep them clean to keep the matte looking nice. But anyway, there is a lesson and a mistake you guys won't have to make now because I've already done it. So be forewarned. So we're almost done getting this on here. And no, that one does not have a sticker, but I'm putting the top on it anyway so I can keep them all at the same thickness level and everything. And we're going to cure those. And we're coming into the home stretch. Now we're going in with the matte top over them. And this will be sped up again now, like I normally do for top coats and my base colors. I'm going to give it a decent coat of matte, making sure to cover it all over, all the way to the top, all down the sides. Don't want to have any shiny bits when I'm done. But though I guarantee you now those stickers are sealed in there and they are not coming off. They would have to be either buffed really well or sanded off with my nail drill. Okay, and that one was about to fall off the nail stand. Okay, those are going to be ready to be cured in a second here. And in we go. There we are, all done. That is the finished set. I hope you like them. If you do, please give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I upload a new one every Saturday. And that is what we have for the avocado set and part of my fruity collection. Stay tuned next time for the dragon nails. We'll see how that goes. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.